All right, this is a brief tutorial on falling objects. We're going to focus on ones that are dropped and not thrown in this presentation. So we've essentially got two problems here. In this case, the ball is dropped from a height of 15 meters. How long does it take to hit the ground? We're going to use the gravitational acceleration of 10 meters per second squared for both of these problems. So if we've got our distance equation of motion, remember the distance was equal to the velocity 0 times the time plus 1/2 at squared. Sometimes people use the variable g to equal acceleration due to gravity. So it could be 1/2 gt squared. Past that, and these equations, they're dropped and not thrown in any way, so the velocity 0 is 0, and so that term sort of drops away, and so we're going to use the equation distance equals 1/2, and we'll use g for gravity, t squared, because g is the acceleration due to gravity. Now, considering the problem, in this case we want time, how long, so that's time, so we're going to solve that for t. So essentially we have to divide both sides by 1/2 and g, so you're going to get t squared equals 2 times the distance divided by the g. And then we have to take the square root, so t equals the square root of 2d divided by g. Plug in, so 2 times the distance of 15 meters divided by the 10 meters per second squared, and then we square root that whole thing. Then it's just a matter of running that through your calculator. And then we're going to take the square root, and we get a height of time of 1.7 seconds. So it doesn't take that long to hit the ground. Now, reversing that, this next one asks for the distance, so it takes 5 seconds to reach the ground. So you've got the time, you've got the gravitational constant, you want the distance. So we really don't have to do much algebra in this case. 1/2 gt squared. We're just going to plug in chug, so 1/2 times 10 meters per second squared times 5 seconds, quantity squared. So you're going to plug in 0.5 times 10 times 5 squared. It's 125 meters. These seconds cancel, those seconds cancel. So this has been a tutorial on falling objects, in particular objects that are dropped and have no initial velocity.